What is going on, everybody? Washington here, back with another figure to review. And for this review, we're going to be reviewing Cyclops, the last figure of the Build-A-Figure Tri-Sentinel wave. Also another Marvel Legends series figure. As you can see right there, it belongs to the Build-A-Figure Tri-Sentinel wave. And it's also the warnings for small parts of choking hazards. And you see the Marvel Legends series right there. And you see the X-Men logo there too. In the front of the box, you see the window box with the figure exposed with its accessories and the Build-A-Figure piece that we're going to see in a little bit. Down the box, you see the X-Men logo, the Krakoan letters, and the Hasbro logo. On the side of the box, you see the promotional picture of the character, and you see the logo, the House of X, Cyclops, and the X-Men logo. The other side of the box is exactly the same. At the bottom of the box, you see the licensings and barcode. On the back of the box, you see the figure. Promotional, actually an excellent promotional picture of the character from the comics, Cyclops. And a little up, you see the Krakoan letters again with the Marvel Legends series logo, Cyclops, and you get a bio read written in 5 different languages. If you guys, Spanish is included as well. If you want to read it, feel pause and read it if you wish. Down on the box, you see the list of all the 7 figures from the Tri-Sentinel Build-A-Figure wave, starting from Wolverine to Cyclops, and the 6 figures that have the 6 the piece from the Build-A-Figure Tri-Sentinel. And at the bottom, you just see the logo, Marvel and Hasbro. So yeah, let's get this guy open so we can have a closer look at him. Okay, here we have the figure, and we can start off with the measurement tape. And Cyclops measures up exactly 6 inches and a half, which turns out to be 16 centimeters. This is Cyclops. Also, his real name is Scott Summers, and Cyclops' first appearance was obviously in the comics of X-Men #1 back in 1963, and also for the X-Men movies in the early 2000s. Also was interpreted by the actor James Marsden. And as you know, many of you who watched those X-Men movies in the early 2000s became an X-Men fan, started collecting X-Men comics or action figures, just like me. This because of those movies. I got to know what X-Men is, and that's what made me a fan. And this Cyclops, I really like his suit. I really like how the texture, the color scheme, the really dark blue, and then he's got the other blue lines all over his body. I really like the texture of the paint. It's all a little glassy. He's got some metal gauntlets in there too. He's got those the belt, like a utility belt with the X-Men logo on the middle right there. You see some pockets right there, nicely detailed, nicely painted. I really enjoy this. It looks really nice. Even on the backside too, mostly some Marvel Legends, they don't have a lot of detail in the back, but this one actually does really work. They really did a nice job on this figure. I really enjoy it. Down on the boots, he's got some paint job also down there too as well. He's got like this index finger, middle finger. Obviously, he used it to like open his lens for triggering his laser beam that he has on his eyes. He's got a balled up fist. And usually Scott Summers or Psycho doesn't really have a weapon. It's just that laser beam that he has. And obviously, that expressionless face that they give us, obviously, in Marvel Legends. His helmet is really nice. It's really incredible figure. For those of you who are a Cyclops fan, obviously, you would love to have this figure. I really recommend you it. I really like the color. Nicely done. And for accessories, obviously they come with 3 pieces in total. One of them is the piece for the Tri-Sentinel Wave, which is the left arm. You can see how it's you know with a little peg right there. Put it right there on the torso, and it's got the swivel and hinge on the elbow. Same thing on the wrist. It's got 4 fingers, and yeah, the other thing that they gave us for the accessory was the alternate head that Cyclope uses, and this one actually does have an expression. It's kind of like cringy. Like face, showing his teeth, obviously, because he's got this laser beam shooting out of his eyes. I like the laser effect that they gave us. I thought it was like a translucent plastic at first, but it actually is. It's you see, it's not that translucent, but yeah, it's nicely done. I mean, you just like peg it right in the helmet, and he's got some laser beam effects, also shooting down the corners of his eyes, as you can see. Trying to focus on it. You see some blast effects are coming out of his eyes right there too, and he's got that peg where you can just peg that right in there, shooting out of his eyes. You have it here. Obviously, you can pop the head and place the one that he has shooting the laser beam, and then connect it right in there. And right there, try to get him to connect it to his helmet there. Yeah, if we could have got like a different expression, like with his mouth open, like we got in the package, that would have been a lot better expression, better alternate head. But at least we got this one. And for articulation, obviously, Cyclops heads on the ball pack. You can have that hinge right there. He's got a really good range looking up, no limitation or hair that limits it. That's really good. Hinging down is about this much, really good. You can tilt a little bit side to side. He's got the full 360 rotation. Ball joints on the shoulders. He's got the good elevation, about this much, which is excellent. Kind of a little stiffy. You can hear a little bit pops in there, but yeah. And you can have a full rotation also on the arms. He's got the swivel on the bicep here, and he's got the double hinge on the shoulders there. No swivel on the gauntlet there, but he does have swivel on the wrist, and you can also hinge up and down as well. And he's got that ab crunch right there, as you see, and he's got the swivel also on the waist. Ball joints on the legs. They can stand about this much. He's got a good kicking range as well. For forward, about this much. He's got swivels also on the thighs there. The and he's got the double hinge on the knees right there too. He's got hinge on the feet and got the ankle pivot as well. He's got the ball pegs on the feet, and you see the stamp in there too as well. Yeah. For comparison size, here you see him with two Shazam characters, 6 and 6 inches and a half, both figures from Mattel. Here you see him next to a 7-inch Batman from Mattel and a 6-inch and a half Batman from DC Collectibles. Two DBZ 7 inches and a half DBZ characters from Dragon Stars. Two 7-inch luchadors from Jazzware. Here you see him with another Marvel Legend character, 6-inch and 6 inches and a half, both figures from Hasbro. From the DC Multiverse, here you see him with two DC characters, 7 inches and a half, from the Dark Knight's Death Metal, two figures from Mattel, actually from McFarlane. One 7-inch Dutch and one 7-inch Ellen Ripley, both figures from NECA. One 9-inch AVP Predator from NECA, and one 9-inch AVP Xenomorph from NECA. And there you have it, all the complete Tri-Sentinel Build a Figure Wave, the Seven Figures. What do you guys think of these collection? Would you add them to your Marvel Legend Hasbro collection? I recommend you this Cyclops figure. It has a really nice paint job, and I really enjoy collecting these figures and add them to my collection. What do you guys think? Now that I got the Tri Sentinel completed, I can't wait to do his review on him too. He's a really tall figure. But yeah, if you guys want to see the review of the Tri Sentinel, don't forget to subscribe and give it a like if you enjoy the review. And also feel free to check out the review of all these figures. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll be seeing you guys next time.